This is my kind of classics shelf. I don't have too many of them. Oops. Sorry, little elephant. I don't have too many. Just like, yeah. Well, I have, for example, Paradise Lost by John Milton. This book is so tough to read because it's like, wait, let me show you. It's like one whole poem. And it has a full stop like twice a page or something. And then also the language is very metaphorical. So it's, especially since I'm not a native speaker, this is really, really, really hard to read for me. But I do like it. It's like, if you don't know, this is about, you know, Eden and Adam and Eve's, like, the temptation, the snake, stuff like that. You know, like the biblical things. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at explaining that. To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with my throat. Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. This is probably one of my favorite books of all time. It's dystopian fiction, but I wouldn't say it's YA. Like it's not like the other dystopian fiction books that you kind of find everywhere nowadays. This is just, it's a really, really great book. It's about a future where books are forbidden and they get like, they're all of them are burned, and Fahrenheit 451, that's the temperature at which paper catches fire. So yeah. Brian Moore's Lies of Silence. This is about the troubles in Ireland in the 1900s, and I actually, well, you might not notice, I actually spent my last year of school in Ireland as an exchange student and reread this in class there. So yeah. George Orwell. I have 1984. Short stories, Burmese Days, and Animal Farm. I actually wrote a paper on him for my finals this year, so I kind of, yeah, I had to get all of these, and I really, really like him as well. Then here I also have Tales and Poems by Edgar Allan Poe, Jane Eyre, The Phantom of the Opera, Treasure Island, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, The Hound of Baskerville, Around the World in 80 Days, Mansfield Park, and then Pride and Prejudice, Persuasion, and Sense and Sensibility. Yeah, that's it for my classics shelf. Moving on, now down here I have some more like seriouses. Is that the plural? I'm sorry, I don't know. This is the Inheritance series. I know there's a fourth one, but I don't have it. These are also in German, if you couldn't tell by the title. Then I have the Twilight series at 1 and 2 and 3 in German, and then all 4 of them in English. Here is, this series is actually one of my favorite, well, it was one of my favorite series as a child. Oops, sorry, little angel. It's called Kampf um Darisch by Katja Brandis. She's a German author, and these books have not been translated to English. I've checked. But if you know German or you're learning German, I can only recommend these to you. You could probably read them, like if you're not, like these are written for 12-year-olds. So, you know, they're not very challenging, even if you're not super fluent in German. But they're really great. So these, like, it's about a world where there's 4 guilds, like a fire, earth, air, and water guild. And they're kind of at war at first, and then there's, yeah, developments. A lot of developments. Anyway, this series is, I also have this series, this is in German, but it's actually written by an English-speaking author. Her name is Trudy Canavan, and these books, wait, what's the trilogy called? I think the Black Magicians trilogy or something like that. This is called The Magician's Guild, The Novice, and The High Lord. And I really like them. And if you like this universe, there's like 5 more books. I think there's a prequel, a sequel, and then there's a whole different sequel trilogy about her daughter or something. So yeah, I haven't read any of the others, but it's nice to know that if I ever get back into this universe, I can like read ton more books. So yeah. Finally here, the Night World series. Well, This series is probably the most unoriginal I've ever read. It's basically in every single book is about a person from like a magical creature falling in love, finding their soulmate. Every single book, seriously. They're kind of fun to read. I read them when I was like 15, 14, I don't know. But they're like not very good. If you just want to turn off your brain for a few hours, you definitely can read them, but don't think too much about it, because it will drive you crazy how bad this actually is. Okay, over here I just have some random books that don't really fit in any categories. Confessions of a Shopaholic by Sophie Kinsel. This is a second-hand book about psychology that I got because I like psychology. This is about physics, like everyday physics. I think like it's really fun, like written in a funny way. And I don't even know why I have this. These are satires by Ephraim Kishon in German. And the book is really old and he's really funny. These are just some German books. This is actually kind of an erotica novel that a friend of mine gave me for my 16th birthday as like a joke present. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mr. Monk and the fire, what would you call that? Like fire fighters? I don't even know. But I like Monk a lot. He's really cool and love the show. I've watched probably every single episode there is. Okay, then here we have Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. The Children of Urine, I guess, by Tolkien. I have never read this book. I got it as a present once and I just never read it because it's kind of, I don't know, I've never really liked Tolkien style of writing and this didn't really sound very interesting, so yeah, I just keep it here. This book is called, wait, what's it called in English? I think Macaws of Death or something crazy like that by Karen Dudley. This book is actually like a thriller or something, or like a criminal story. The Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I have 2, 3, and 4. And this is the 4th installment in the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants series. Yeah, I used to love this series a lot. This is called, I don't even know what this is called in English. The Golden Compass and the Subtle Knife I have here. I don't have the 3rd one. I've never read the 3rd one. And I did like the 1st book, but I think it was like a constant decline in quality to moving on to the 2nd book. So I guess that's why I never read the 3rd one. This book is really cool. It's called Pink Muffin and Berry Blue, and it's by 2 German authors. And it's actually written in emails. Ooh, look at that. So pink is what the girl writes and then blue is what the guy writes. And it's actually like a guy sends an email to a friend and he accidentally sends it to a girl he doesn't know, and then they write back and forth and have adventures and stuff, and they never meet. And there's actually 7 books, I think, in this series, and I have read maybe 3. I used to love this when I was like 15. I think at that point, like every single person in my class read this book. It was really famous. Okay, down here is my collection of the one and only manga I have ever read and probably will ever read. It's the Detective Conan one. I don't know what's it called in English, but it's really cool. It's about this, like, an 18-year-old detective, I think he's 18, and he kind of is given a pill that shrinks him to into his 8-year-old self, and he still has his brain, obviously, so he oh my god, what would he do without a brain? But he still solves crimes, and he has to find the bad guys who did this to him. So yeah, it's really, really great. It used to freak me out so bad whenever I read this before bed. I couldn't sleep for hours. but it's really good. There's 73 in the series out in German. I think there's about 10, 15 more in Japanese and also some more in English, but obviously I can't read Japanese yet. I want to learn, but I can't read yet, and the English ones I couldn't get my hands on, so have to wait until November for the next one. Yeah, I have the complete collection there. There's also some more back there. So yeah, these are great, really, really, really great. Oops. And then over here, some children's books. I think they're all German. Yeah. Gilmore Girls. Then the Princess Diaries. Are they called Princess Diaries in English? You know, about the girl who suddenly becomes a princess. There's also a movie. Some others. The Never-Ending Story. Books by Eva Ibbotson. Is that her name? Yeah. These books are great. They're really, really fun. I have a fourth one, but I don't know where it is. And Kirsten Boye, also German author. Again, Cornelia Funke. This is A Thief Lord, in German. Great, great book. And the movie, there's also a movie out there of this one. My God, don't fall over. Okay. So yeah, over there is just some CDs and computer games. And that was it for my bookshelf tour. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I am definitely gonna miss my bookshelf a lot when I'm in England. But I'm also looking forward to it because, I mean, who doesn't want to live in England? It's pretty awesome. Anyway guys, I'm gonna talk to you soon. Bye!